So I thought I would vlog this because this is something that's happening to me. So I have COVID. Um, Today is what's today? Jesus, hold on. Today is the 20th. It's actually 3:28 in the morning. On the 18th, I found out I had COVID. I actually woke up that day with a headache and sore nipples, and I attribute it to a period headache because it's around that time where I should be getting my menstrual. But it didn't feel quite right. I still suffer from hypertension, but it didn't feel like a hypertension headache. So, after that, I went to work late. I racked my route, put it down, and after that, I didn't feel good at all. So I told them, I took the mail out, sorted it out. I went to City MD. When I got to City MD, actually sat in my car for about an hour. I felt so weak. I felt so nauseous, and I felt so cold. I felt like I had influenza. I went inside CMD. It was like around 12 p.m. and they told me that they were no longer doing any COVID tests. I asked if they can at least check for influenza, and they said no. So I Googled the hospital near me. It was a hospital 8 minutes away, and I went to the emergency room there. That was one of the worst drives ever. I felt so freaking weak and tired. Once I got there, it took them another hour to see me. They checked my vitals. My blood pressure was 150 over 90. My temperature was 102.7. They took me straight to the back. They laid me down. Took urine. They took blood. They gave me the COVID test. They also was testing for influenza. And then they came back and was like, oh, they did a chest x-ray on me while I was still in the bed. And they came back and told me that I had COVID. And I asked them, which COVID do I have? Do I have the original, Delta, Omicron, Lambda, Mu, all these other ones? And they said, there's no way to tell which variant I have. I just have COVID. There was a guy next to me in the bed, on the other side of the curtain. He was vaccinated, and he also had COVID. Doctor even told him, asked him which vaccine he had, and he told him he had the Johnson & Johnson. And he told him, oh, that causes blood clots, and it's not as effective. You should get revaccinated. First of all, it's causing blood clots in women. So, doctor, I don't think you should be telling somebody they need to get revaccinated. Like, how do you discriminate against what vaccine a person chose to get? Is beyond me. Right? So, when I got home, I took a shower. I laid in my bed. I've been in the bedroom by myself. The first night was cool. I got some sleep. I sweat. I had to take off my nightgown and put on another one. For the most of the day, I was fine. I started to develop a little cough, but not really. It wasn't a dry cough though. Like it's like phlegm, almost like a cold. And now it's the next day. Like I said, it's 3 something in the morning. And I woke up to use the restroom. I broke out in a sweat. I had a slight fever, a low grade fever. I took some medication. I took some Dayquil actually instead of taking Tylenol because it has the same medication in it. So I took some Dayquil because I can feel like I'm starting to get like a phlegm kind of thing going on. My breathing is fine. Thank God. But yeah, I just feel like I have a cold. I'm up really early. I feel like I'm starving. I hate being up so early. I still have taste. I still have smell. So far that's it. So I'm just gonna keep you guys updated and what's going on with me. I don't want to say so far so good because this shit ain't good at all. But I'm okay for now. So it is what it is.